They say you're the best blacksmith in the whole region. That metal you've tempered never breaks.
Can I enroll in the competition? You've got the tools, the knowledge and the workshop. The real duel will be between your pieces of handiwork.
At least it'd be a challenge. If both contestants are ready, let us begin.
My pa, God rest him, was a skilled blacksmith. He could forge swords as good as any, and earned a good living.
Anyway, we've a lot of work to do today. I'm finishing the sword for Sir Radzik, and I need your help.
Father sent me. We're forging a sword, and the Chamberlain has the crossguard and pommel. Father had them engraved in Sasau.
I can't wait to see the sword. Just make sure you don't botch it.
You will go to Sasau at once. Look around the forges in the city.
A while ago, a holy man came by here. He had some fragments of a sacred sword that once belonged to the fabled Czech Queen of Sheba. She's in the Bible.
Never heard of her.
She was a great queen in ancient times. She gave Solomon a sword with magical powers.
And where did the pieces of the sword go?
He sold them off to swordsmiths and blacksmiths hereabouts. If I had them, I'd forge them back into a sword.
Where can I find the powers?
Like I said, the smith hereabouts bought them from me.
The swordsmith from the town said he was after the pieces of a sword from some Queen of Sheba.
I still have mine on me. It brings me good fortune, and I shan't sell it.
Not even...
Not even for a king's ransom.
First, you have to rummage in the purse. The longer you do it, the better chance you have of finding something valuable.
Is that some new kind of game?
Once you've found something you want, you've got to pull it out.
But you've only got one piece.
They just keep them lying around at home for good luck.
I bought one myself, but it's not for sale.
I'd pay well for it.
I'm sure you would, but first I'd have to know where I put the thing. I've lost it, my boy. And to tell you the truth, I reckon that pilgrim was a scoundrel and a cheat, and his holy sword was nothing but worthless junk.
Everything has its price, but this one would be expensive.
I've heard that some time ago a pilgrim from the Holy Land was selling a few relics. Did he come by here and offer you part of a sword?
Would it surprise you if I said yes? Why do you ask?
I'd buy the piece from you.
Well, why not?
Farewell.
They say the largest piece is with the Ratai swordsmith. The bastard probably won't want to sell.
I do have it, but I'm not selling.
Man, isn't there some way...
Not a chance.
But if you manage to swipe it somehow...
Hidden in the chest in the
swordsmith's
chambers.
You look like you've got a lot on your plate, Master Bailiff.
I've been given the task of putting some of the Scarlet's refugees to work. Will you help?
I'll do whatever I can.
You're a godsend.
Not everyone is fit for such work.
Who should I talk to then?
I'll talk to them myself and send them to meet you in front of the Rathaus.
You're here about the water carrying?
Aye. I can haul water all day long.
Well, I could put in a good word for you, but you'll have to scratch my back too.
I've got something great for you. Treasure you wouldn't dream of.
Treasure, you say?
I've got a piece of the Queen of Sheba's sword.
I'll get you the job, and you'll give me the piece of the Queen of Sheba's sword.
Agreed.
I know everything I need to know to pick the carriers.
Splendid. So how have you decided?
Vasil goes by the moniker of Pickman.
Where do you want to put him?
To carry water.
So we have one person to carry water. Who's next?
That's it. So, about that reward you promised me.
You kept your word, and so will I. Here you are. Good luck to you.
Getting hold of the bits is one thing. Forging them back together is quite another.
It took quite some doing, but I have all the pieces.
Really? Well, that is marvelous. Give it to me, and I'll get to work right away.
Thanks.
Take care now.
Father was a blacksmith all my life. He always stoked up the furnace till it roared gently, and you could smell the heated iron. I was sweating in the forge all day yesterday, so I'd say I have a right to be a bit tired. He heats it up to red, 3 steps away from yellow, and then stops heating, says the Lord's Prayer, and quenches. Plunged it into the water in a puff of smoke. He said he repeats the tempering straight after, but only warming up the iron, so it never even turns red.
Tempering twice in a row?
It made everything stronger, so now he does it that way all the time.
Let's see what kind of job the master and Sasau did for us. Look at that, lad. Well, that's what I call craftsmanship.
What does the inscription mean?
Damned if I know. Oh, this will be the finest sword I've ever made. Fire up the forge.
The furnace is ready.
Right, we'll do the grip. We have to finish that sword today. I'll heat it up, and when I take it out, you slip the grip on so it fits exactly. You know what you're doing. Do it.
Well, that's pretty rough and ready work.
That's it. Done. Now file it down so it sits well in the hand. I'll prepare the guard. How's it going? Give it here. And we'll put it all together.
I do a bit of Damascene decor sometimes.
How are you getting on here, Master Swordsmith? Have you forged the sword?
It's magnificent.
Indeed it is.
Not quite.
Ah, forget it. I'm not interested in a rusty piece of steel.
You still have a lot to learn.
A crack in the steel. Can you show me how to repair armor and weapons better?
Certainly.
I'd like to hone my skills.
I see that you almost have it finished.
It just needs a polish, then Henry will bring it to you.
Let's finish this quickly.
And this sword, once it's put back together, nothing can stop it. It can cut through bones, teeth, even steel and stone.
It's time for the trial by fire.
Properly done this time.
You haven't lost your skills, though.
But what if I lose?
It will cut.
Well, actually, it was more of a stab than a cut.
Your wit is as piercing as your blade. It will kill.
It was the perfect opportunity to strike.
It will kill.
Fine work, very fine. A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer. What say you, Svan?
Ah, you kicked that old bastard's arse, Henry. You've got to savour the victory, haven't you?
That sword is truly beautiful.
A master armourer giving way to a young whippersnapper.
Oh, all right then. Subscribe.
Fine words.
I'm sure our paths will cross again.
They certainly will.
I know full well how these stories end.
And that was that.
I'm finished.